And now we are going to the Kazansky Cathedral, one of the main cathedrals in Russia.
Cathedral?
Cathedral, yes. And I think it resembles you something in Europe.
Yeah, definitely.
Saint Peter's Basilica in Rome, in Vatican City. And it resembles you because it was taken. Some parts of this cathedral were taken. One more interesting thing that the architect of this cathedral wasn't a free man. And he didn't take part in the competition of this project. Just his owner, Kurt Stroganov, he gave him freedom, he gave him education, and gave him to build this cathedral. There are 3 altars. The main one, it's silver, and 2 others, fragments. There was a war with Napoleon, and Mikhail Kutuzov was the chief of the army. He is buried here, right at this place. Oh, you see that in the picture there is a Saint Petersburg Cathedral in Moscow. It's a red square. And on the walls you can see a lot of keys. These are keys from fortresses, from cities that were French. You see a line, they're standing to the icon. You see the icon? It is the main icon of Kazanskого mother of God. And it is a miraculous icon. People believe that if they ask something, it will happen. And this cathedral was built for this one icon, this icon, because it played a great part in the family of emperors like Romanov. They all like this icon. Why this cathedral was the main. Nowadays, this cathedral is one of the main of in Saint Petersburg. See that altar, and behind the altar there is the Last Supper. It's a typical Greek a picture that for Russian churches that is also taken in front of the altar or behind it. This church, or this church cathedral, we can call it, it was built to say thank you to the warriors that saved Russia from Napoleon. You know that this cathedral was finished in 1811, and the war finished in 1812. That's why at first it was built just for the icon, and when the victory came, they decided to devote it to the victory. And also we see two Alexander and two Patriarchs. During the reign of these two emperors, this cathedral was built. You know that the weather is like it's spring, it's like the end of March or beginning of the April.
Oh, the weather now?
Huh?
The weather now, you mean?
The weather now, yes. And what is the highest temperature in Australia?
The highest temperature?
The highest, yeah, during the year. In what month?
During summer, which is now.
Oh, now it's summer.
Now it's summer, it's opposite, yeah.
Oh, okay, we have different seasons.
Opposite,
oh,
yeah.
yes. We are in the different...
Southern hemisphere,
yes,
yeah.
Yes. Oh, you know that there's a joke, maybe you heard this, that people in Australia go on their heads.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Yeah, we do everything upside down.
Yeah. Okay, please pay your attention on the right. Do you see that the green one house and the orange one?
Oh yeah.
Which is looks strange. This part, these two windows, this is the first Winter Palace of Peter the Great. When they built all these buildings, the builders found the part that was used during Peter the First. The Winter Palace, the heart of Saint Petersburg. Dinosaur. What's wrong? Oh, okay, it's warm. I see. Oh, okay, it's just about 4 degrees below zero still. It doesn't sound cold. Now we are just walking on a typical Saint Petersburg.
Looks very Greek, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You know that in Russia there wasn't the period is called Middle Ages. That's why in the 19th century, at the end of the 19th century, it was decided to build something in this style in order to
feel part of it.
fill this gap. Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, now we are in a few steps to see the miracle. Look at the clock. These are the first clock that appeared, a mechanic clock that appeared in Saint Petersburg. They have some wires in this construction, that's why it's very big. In front of us, there is Winter Palace itself.
Wow.
The main emperor residence of Russia. It's called Winter Palace because our emperors used to stay there in winter. In summer they went to Peterhof, Pushkin, and Italy and other places. But in winter they used to stay in this palace. Unfortunately, this palace isn't the palace that was built in 1754, because in 1837 happened a great fire. A great fire destroyed all the building in 30 hours. Some pictures, some furniture were taken from the palace to the square, but some of them were burnt. The main thing of the emperor, it was during the reign of Nicholas I. It was not to stop the fire just in this building, not to continue on other buildings, and they did it. That's great. As I said, this palace was being built for Elizabeth with her 100-room palace. But she died just a few months before the palace was ready. That's why the first owner of this palace is Catherine the Great and her husband Peter III. But Peter III lived there not for so long. Then Catherine came to the reign and she became the mother of Russia. And now we see that this palace is green and white, but the original color is yellow. But nobody wants to repaint it in original color because it's
yellow.
yellow. We see that behind us there's a yellow building, everything will be yellow. This
right.
color is grey.
Yeah. So is it the same design?
Yes.
This one, both the same?
Not the same. This is made in a classicism style, which is more modern, not a lot, not so many decorations, yes. And the Winter Palace is made in the Baroque style, so rich, a lot of sculptures, a lot of decorations, and so on. Behind us, okay, let's pay attention to this. This is this part, the right part, is the General Staff building. It's for troops, for okay, and the left side is the financial department and international department. But today on the left side there is a museum, and on the right side it is still used for people who works in the army. Sometimes you can see people in the form, that's why they work there. And one more building for our army is this. I can say what color is it? Not green, not yellow.
Cream?
Cream, yes, it's cream. Okay, and
Cream.